I've had a chance to test Roku's brand new 4K Plus for the last 3 months to see if this is actually a worthy upgrade in their current lineup. With a pretty affordable price tag, I have a lot to say about this compact streamer. I go by UG Tech, and I try to help consumers like you save money on streaming services and learn about the most current tech. If all that sounds good to you, the best way to support me is hitting the subscribe button right down below. Let's get into it. Throughout this review, you're gonna notice some key differences between the Roku Streaming Stick Plus and the older model, the Roku Streaming Stick 4K. And that's because this is actually not meant to be an upgraded version of the 4K stick. It's a direct replacement for the Roku Express Plus. Inside the box, you're gonna notice a few key items. You get your long USB-C cord, which has a USB end to it, your Roku remote, which of course already comes loaded with batteries. Now there's actually two things you might notice missing from this box that you get with the 4K model. The first one is being the USB power plug-in. And the main reason for that is Roku was able to create this device to use a little less power. And what that means is you can plug your USB side of your power plug-in directly into your TV's USB port without having any power issues whatsoever to the device. And the second thing missing is that Wi-Fi extender that you get with the 4K model. And that's gonna be a really big bummer to a lot of people. That creates a stronger signal, which means you get better Wi-Fi connectivity and a less chance of buffering. But I would say for the majority of us, that's not a huge issue at all. One other small difference is, yes, this one has USB-C instead of the USB micro port. I always find USB-C a major upgrade. It's just the superior plugin. And while we're at it, let's talk about the two other differences. This one might be a major one for a lot of you, and that's the Streaming Stick Plus does not come with Dolby Atmos or Dolby Vision. So if you have a TV compatible with that and a streaming service, you'd get slightly higher quality video and audio. It's kind of the gold standard when it comes to streaming content. Unless you're a savant and you really want that slightly deeper color. If we're being honest with ourselves, a lot of us won't care. But when we go to the next difference, we also have to account for the price. So this model is slightly cheaper. It's only gonna run you $39.99 USD, where the 4K model is a $10 increase, hitting that $50 price tag. And when you get that $50 price tag, you're also in the range of the Amazon Fire Stick Max 2 and the ONN Pro box. Both super powerful devices with open operating systems like Fire and Google TV. Now, before we get into the Roku operating system, let's start with a few speed tests. And the first thing we're gonna do is a boot up test. So we're gonna unplug the Roku 4K Plus directly from its power source, plug it back in, put a timer on screen, and see how long it takes to boot up. Now, my device is plugged in directly to my TV's USB port. However, it should not make a difference with this model. Let's test it out. Okay, power source is coming out, and 3, 2, 1, power source is back in. Let's see how long it takes to get to the main menu. Okay, that was pretty quick. I'm gonna say 20-ish seconds at most, 15? I don't know, what does it say right here, timer? For test number 2, we're gonna load up a few apps and check out how long they take to get to the point where we can actually click on and load up a show or movie. This will give us an idea of the responsive time when we're going into various apps. So we're gonna start with app number 1, Tubi TV. There was that little bit of loading at the end, but honestly, overall, that was pretty quick. Let's try another one. Let's check out YouTube. Okay, so it did have a little bit of a loading period. Now this is the first time that I'm booting them up, so as they stay open, of course, on that second time that you're opening them up, you are gonna have a quicker process overall. And last one, we do have to try out a popular paid streaming app. Let's check out Netflix. Okay, that was pretty quick as well. So overall, the responsive time is going to be similar to what you get out of a Fire TV stick or any other name brand device. Now, as I was doing some product research on this device, there was an article that was stating the Roku 4K Plus was having a ton of buffering issues. And that's one area I did want to address. It was actually a CNET article. And there was another video from this YouTuber right here that went over these claims. And if you're seeing articles like this, I want you to know this really isn't an issue as long as you have a decent internet speed. And I believe the recommended speed for these devices are around 30 mbps. However, I always suggest at least 50. But for the majority of us that live in big to even medium small cities, you're gonna have a lot faster speed. I think mine's around 1,000 now, which is ridiculous. Like, who even needs that? So I wanna put that claim to rest. It's really nothing you have to worry about. Okay, let's talk about the operating system. So this next section is really for those of you that are new to Roku. So if you've never seen their operating system, this is the first time you're watching a video on a Roku device, here's what you need to know about it. Roku's operating system is actually made as one of the most user-friendly out of all the devices. They make it so anybody can scroll through and find the content they want to watch without a ton of issues in between. If you want live TV, go to the live TV tab, where they'll give you tons of recommendations and even tell you various new apps that you can install. On your home screen, you're gonna find all of your currently downloaded apps. This includes both paid and free subscription style ones. An example of a paid app would be Netflix. An example of a free one would be YouTube, FilmRise, or Tubi TV. Going to the streaming store allows you to install a ton of various apps. Now, yes, this has other things besides streaming apps. It will have Spotify, it will have Weather Network, but primarily these devices are only used for streaming. They don't even have a ton of smart home integration. And on the topic of apps, this is an area where a lot of people falter with the Roku device. It's meant for official streaming apps. That means if you want to sideload other various applications, that's not really a thing with these devices. Roku settings are actually really easy to understand and navigate through. You can do things such as create a guest mode, where you can easily set this up as an Airbnb or in a bedroom where you have people visiting. You can change themes and wallpapers. They have dynamic and still images. Now, Roku is known for their Roku City, which is basically an ever-changing landscape that is full of tons of hidden Easter eggs changed all year round. Now, here is an area where Roku has really faltered in the last little bit, and that is integrating more ads into their system. Because it's such a cheap streaming device and so many people own them now, Roku wants to start pumping out that money, and here's how they're doing it. Roku has started to set up various advertisement banners, such as this one right here for Tubi TV. Watch free movies and TV. Seems harmless, but that's just trying to get you on their app, and that would be considered a paid advertisement. Another example is small advertisements that are sometimes featured at the bottom of the screen. Here's Roku promoting their brand new smart TV that came out a while ago. And lastly, Roku is starting to use these app squares for advertisements. As of right now, I actually have none populating, but I have seen them before, so that is also something that you should look out for. Now, if you want to watch free content, Roku actually has a ton of options, and they make it easy to find and install these. One very popular option on these devices should be pretty obvious. That's Roku's channels. The Roku channel is their free to use live TV and VOD platform. Let's check it out. This offers everything from Roku originals to a ton of live TV options. Now, most of these channels are going to be either news or 24/7 style channels with rerun shows, but if you just want to throw something on in the background, there's a little bit of something for everybody. They do also have a decent selection of both movies and TV shows to check out at any point. So now that I've had a chance to give you the ins and outs and tell you the difference between this device and the Roku 4K stick that costs around $10 more, is this new one really worth it? And here's the part that's really getting. This is a bit of a downgrade from their 4K stick with only a $10 price tag separating them. You're losing the Wi-Fi extender, you're losing Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, which some people really care about. And so if you're really on a budget and you love a simplified experience, this is a device that I have gone for family before in the past that is just not very techy, right? They want something simple where they can stream content and they don't have to fuss over. And that's exactly what this works great for. Roku is simplified tech at its finest. And although, yes, they are pumping more and more ads into their system, unfortunately, that's what every company does. So overall, I give the Roku 4K Plus a thumbs up. Could it have had more upgrades for a 2025 version? Yes, but that is just not what Roku does. Roku is easy, simple, and honestly, it might be perfect for you. So make sure you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. See you later.